Alright, let's see if I can get this thing open. Soma Star Rider Play Figures. Soma International. Some building in Hong Kong, made in China, 1996. Production date. 1996, I was in graduate school, and shopping for toys was the last thing I was interested in, unless they were Star Trek. One of the interesting things about this card that I've been mulling over for a few days is that the blister actually sandwiches the figures between two layers of plastic. And I've been wondering, should I just maybe try to cut them little doors on it? Like an advent calendar. But in any event, you can't just loosen up one side and sort of shake them out. You have to go about it in a way that is either going to destroy the plastic or destroy the printing. And I think I've actually just made my decision right now. So let's see if I can just work it like an advent calendar. Wow. Doesn't like standing up. I'm not sure if they're actual HO scale. They're probably a little bit bigger. There she is. There's my gal. That's the reason I got it. Interesting female space figure. Different. Yeah, that's a girl. Interesting. There's our base. Soma. Marked. It's Shijumi from Starship Troopers.
Come on!
Come
on! You want some? Here's some! Yeah! Here's some eggs!
Let's do a pickup shot as long as this guy won't stand upright. Show how they're kind of flexible. Hand painted. Nice job. The back of them. Show the back of the figures. Any tanks or backpacks or anything like that? That's interesting. Maybe that's a flamethrower. Flamethrowers are always cool. So you got on the back there. He's got a backpack as well. Shijumi! It's more just like his Kevlar vest. Here's, I guess, the commander. Is he saluting? Yeah, I think he's saluting. He looks like a cosmonaut too. What was Soma working from with these? At first, I was wondering if they were game pieces, and they're not. They were just a really teensy little figure line, and they had a little space city that was actually in a book form, pop-up book. And I'm thinking about maybe obtaining one. I think I want more of the figures too. I like how there's a range to them, different genders and possibly even different ethnicities. Definitely get a samurai kind of guy out of that. He looks Russian. She kind of looks like she might be Russian. I don't know about that guy. Definitely interesting stuff. And I got out some of the other close to HO scale figures in my collection. There's some giant copies. These are all Hong Kong on the bottom. That one won't stay up too nicely. There's a different one at the end. This one's actually kind of puzzling because his Hong Kong is in a circular script. And some of the LP Toys aliens. The chromed ones are, I think they're originals, pretty sure. Yeah. What era they were produced is anyone's guess, and I think the ones that are just flat gray, these were, yeah, I think this one was one of the ones from the Buck Rogers space set. And there's some of the actual golden astronauts, and next to them were LP toy derived Apollo Blue Shield Spaceman in silver and yellow. The white ones, I believe, were multiple toy makers for their space set in a briefcase. And this is my favorite one of them all, because he doesn't have a base. And he won't stand up on this angle. But what initially led me to all this was trying to find figures that would be in the scale with Hot Wheels size diecast, Matchbox and Hot Wheels. And here's a 2020 Greppo X24. And it was actually the Apollo Blue Shield figures, which I was just like, you know what, that looks about the right size. And sure enough, they are about the right size to be in scale with Hot Wheels. Here's the multiple toy makers Golden Astronaut Geiger counter guy, and another multiple toy makers variation, or another variation on the Golden Astronaut based on a multiple toy makers figure rather than LP toys pose, such as that guy there. And yeah, these Soma figures, they're gonna work right in with them. And that was also what I was thinking. Not only did I want the female, I want a more diverse universe of characters to interact with in these space art pieces that I'm doing, including aliens, so that they can be there in the same picture frame with your chosen space truck. And these are a nice acquisition. And I got another girl. Yeah, that's a girl. Gotta have your girls, bro. You gotta have your girls.